Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I'm Alaa Mahjoub, Data Management Senior Expert from the Department of Transportation in Abu Dhabi. I worked in the oil and gas industry and the power and water transmission industry, as well as in the transportation and defense industries for over 3 decades. In our presentation today, we are going to go quickly through the main definitions associated with the big data analytics, and then we are going to see how we can develop our big data strategy and incorporate it inside our business strategy. And then we are going to speak about how to build our digital business transformation platform. And after this, we will have a case study that applies to all these things together. And then we will explain the trade-off associated with the different options of deploying your big data analytics in your organization, transportation agency mainly. Well, before we begin, what is digital business? Digital business is not just an IT solution, and it is not just an intelligent transportation system solution, and it is not just an operational technology solution. Digital business is the creation of new business designs by blurring the digital and physical worlds due to the conversion of people, businesses, and things. By connecting people, places, things, and information to the internet, new business models can be created, and the business opportunities can be leveraged. In the digital business, we have the connected people. People are generating and consuming information, social media information, calendar information, location information, and online transactions. And in the digital business also, we have the Internet of Places. We have the number of people in the place, number of people visited the place, wait times, and reservation services. And in the digital business, we have also the Internet of Things. We have the location information, the diagnostic information of vehicles, the online requests, we have the speeds, we have the traffic signal informations. And in the digital business, we have as well the Internet of Information. We have things like bus schedules and expected disruptions, and so on and so forth. This amount of information should be leveraged and processed to generate business value. For example, here in this London Tube heartbeat application, people can know whether their trip is busier than it is used to be by real-time monitoring of this application. Now, how we can formulate our big data strategy. Normally, you have a strategic planning department or division in your transportation agency, and they develop the strategy plan. Therefore, okay. Before that, we will go very quickly to the definitions. What is business intelligence? It is people, process, and the tools, technologies, combined together to leverage information in order to better manage the performance and support the decision-making. And then what is real-time operational intelligence? Real-time operational intelligence is a specific type of intelligence that works in the real time, and it has 4 steps: to observe in real time what is happening in the field, and then to orient, to think how to manage these real-time events, and then to decide, to select among a possible set of possible actions, then to act, to apply this decision into the field. And the big data is the combination of volume, variety, and velocity together. Data sets and advanced analytics is a subset of business analytics, of analytics that specifically includes things like predictive analytics, data mining, statistical analysis. The big data analytics is a combination of big data sets with advanced analytics. Now, how we can formulate our big data strategy? There are 2 essential you should consider when formulating your big data strategy. The first one is the business-related essential, and the other set is the IT-related essential. In the business essential, you should identify potentially variable data sources, big data sources, and then you should generate big ideas for big data. For the IT-related essential, you should ensure your infrastructure adequacy, the ICT infrastructure adequacy to apply the big data, to support the big data initiatives. And then you should also expand your analytical capabilities such that it can deal with the big data. How we can build our business how we can build our digital business analytics platform. Digital business analytics platform includes 5 main components: the information system platform, the customer experience platform, the Internet of Things platform, the ecosystem platform, and the data and analytics platform in the middle, on the center position. This high-level diagram of the Internet of Things platform, it acquires the data from the things using agents and gateways. And these things can be owned by the enterprise itself, or can be owned by the customers, or it can be owned by the partners. This is a high-level diagram of the data and analytics platform. It is connected to the other platforms, and it acquires the data here, and it integrated in 3 types of repositories: the enterprise data warehouse, and the big data distributed cluster, as well as the enterprise content management repository. However, you can use your analytic application development platform to build your real-time operational intelligence and business intelligence and big data analytics using this data on the top of these 3 repositories, or you can also go through the data virtualization capability and access the data directly in its place, and bring it and combine it together and provide it to your 3 types of applications. Having reviewed the architectural building blocks, the technology building blocks, let us see now an example how to apply this in real life. Let us have the example of connected metro rail. In the connected metro rail, the first thing is that we build the metro network itself, something like this. And the second step is to install the west type height turnstiles, which is the tapping points or IoT endpoints, here where the people enter and exit from the metro stations. And then the third step is to install the digital business platform. And the fourth step is to connect the IoT endpoint to the IoT platform part of the digital business platform. And the fifth step is to connect the customers to the customer experience platform. And the last step is to connect the ecosystem to the ecosystem platform. You remember the presentation of Rich, he spoke about the APIs, for example, and all these things works with the API and exchange the data with the partners and with the customers and with the ecosystem using this type of APIs. Having done that, we have now constructed the connected metro rail, and we can integrate it to be a main player in the multimodal transport network with a door-to-door travel as a service implementation, national or international or regional, whatever, okay? How to implement in practice the digital business platform? At the beginning, we should establish our corporate business capability model and align our business strategy with the execution by completing the missing capabilities, okay? And then we can go in two parallel passes. The first parallel pass, most of the organizations have information system and the customer experience and a data and analytics system already up and running. Therefore, this should be only modernized. By modernizing these capabilities, you will have the improved services. In parallel, you can prototype the other remaining two components, the modern two components, which they are the Internet of Things platform and the ecosystem platform. And having reached this point, you can start your innovation and the transformation journey. Case study, we have a case study from London, Transport for London. Transport for London manages the underground, overground, rail, trams, buses, taxis, cycling, and river services. They have 30 million journeys a day, 19 million e-card ticketing system taps a day, 14,000 sensors, and 780 million events. The most important business drivers for this big data analytics exercise, things like providing accurate information to customers. Then let us go to our methodology, how this thing can be done. First, identifying potentially big data sources for the big data strategy. They identified the contactless payment card and Oyster card as two data sources. What is the contactless payment card? This is a contactless payment card.
Contactless is a quick, easy, and secure way to pay. If your payment card has the following symbol, you can use contactless to pay for your morning coffee, your lunch, and your bus journeys. You can now use contactless payment across the Tube, trams, DLR, London Overground, and most national rail services in London. It's the same fare as adult Oyster pay-as-you-go, and you simply touch in and out as normal. But do remember, to avoid card clash, only touch the card you wish to pay with on the reader. You can easily manage your contactless payment card using a TfL online account, which offers some great benefits. These include viewing up to 12 months of journey history, applying for a refund, and keeping track of what you're spending. And with contactless, you don't need to top up or buy a ticket. Just like Oyster, if you make a number of journeys in one day, you won't pay more than the daily cap for the zones you've travelled in. Contactless also offers Monday to Sunday capping, meaning you won't need to worry about topping up or buying a ticket in advance. Just ensure you use the same card from Monday to Sunday so you're eligible for the cap. Get on board quicker with contactless. Another way to pay. Visit tfl.co.uk. cloud.gov.
This was the first type of potentially valuable big data sources, the taps from the contactless payment card. However, they have also other data sources such as underground stations and the moving vehicle bus stops sensors and the traffic signals and the loop sensors and the red light cameras, as well as smart parking devices and the traffic counters and the cycling hire bikes sensors, as well as Emirates Airline. This is a cable car project between Transport for London and Emirates Airline, and also the social media of the customers. All these are potentially valuable data sources as big data sources. Then the second step is to generate big ideas for big data. We have the data sources. What are the big ideas? We can classify these data sources into three categories. The first category is the contactless, is the card, actually, card transactions. And the second is this type of sensors. And the third is the social media, three categories of big data sources. And therefore, they already build the customer service site where you can visit this site and plan your journey with the different alternatives. However, the big data sources are used to augment and enhance and enrich the scheduled data by acquiring the real-time data from the sensors. This light means something is passing over the sensor. And this information is used to predict the congestion and to forecast the traffic flow. Other scenarios also is managing a disrupted schedule and sending these things to the customers and offering personalized news, travel updates, and inferring whether one exit from a bus and displaying common travel mapping for planning of the network. Now, you remember the building block in the middle is called the data and analytics platform, and it includes a big data platform or capability, okay? Here we have five deployment options for your big data platform, either to deploy it in the public cloud or private cloud or hybrid cloud or community cloud or in premises, okay? And here are the different advantages, disadvantages, or challenges, and so call it as you like. Things like cost, high availability, 24/7 technical expertise, need of 24/7 technical expertise, on-demand scalability. You can, scale up or scale down according to the workload, to the transaction rate, ease and ease of setup, and the data security and the privacy with this color coding. For example, here for the cost, the public cloud is the cheapest, and you have the in-premises is the most expensive option. This was the last slide, and any question. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much, Alaa Mahjoub.